Welcome to AfroBuzz, the show where we dive into the world of art, culture, and creativity. I'm your host, Pamela Nee. And today we are having an amazing guest, Lexi Olukmi, the Gracie genial behind BLACKADUDU, a luxury fashion brand renowned for its bespoke design and regal aesthetic. With an exclusive clientele that involves royalty and influential figures, he specializes in poppy culture, crowns, and red carpet fashion. His expertise lies in blending traditional craftsmanship with modern techniques, creating a one-of-a-kind show-stopping masterpieces. Olumide has designed custom attires for elite clients, crafted sound-out looks for high-end fashion events, and collaborated with luxury brands on exclusive collections. His work has been featured on soft fashion publications, solidifying his reputation as an innovative designer. On Afrobus today, like to see the shaded journey in the fashion industry with us, his design philosophy and inspiration behind Blackatudio. So let's get started. So getting to know you, Blackatudio, what's your background? Like, what inspired you to become a fashion designer?
For me, what fashion designer? Sorry, I don't actually like even the word. I like calling myself a tailor, because the word fashion designer have been abused. Everyone fashion designer. Yeah, so for a very long time, even for anything I write, it's always been I am tailor. So because by the grace of God, I understand the concept of cutting.
You do that. Just sorry to cut you. I just realized that. Because everybody's calling themselves fashion designer now. You don't call yourself tailor, so you can be the only tailor.
No, we still
Is
have
it in you
yeah,
wanted to be
we
unique?
still we still have few people that call themselves a failure. But the thing is, I have people that said I live a bit in the past.
You live a bit in the front.
In the past. Back in those days, there are no fashion. We only have tailors. Few people call themselves fashion before they now agree the word fashion designer.
So okay, tell us what's the difference between a fashion designer and a tailor?
Yeah, a fashion designer can be, there are some of them that actually don't even understand the meaning of sewing. They just design.
Do you understand the meaning of
Sewing,
designing, cutting?
exactly. So I do unisex. So,
You don't.
so it just been like that for me. So I already called the tailor down for that. Yeah.
So you design for royalty. How does that feel like? Like imagine coming before a king to style him. How do you come up with what's your creative process like? How do you come up with the design to fit their specific interest?
Before now, I've always, because I learned from my mom, and back then she had three apprentices with her. So when in the store, then I never wanted to learn. Anytime I have issues with my cake, I paid for apprentices to give it to me. So I know how to match machine. So one day, one of them made me a thing and said, "Was it that easy? Like if the sewing was that easy, why won't I have done it?"
Johnny, like do it yourself now.
So the thing hit me then, and I was like, okay, I promise you, before you leave this shop, you will learn from me. Not I will even do it myself. You will learn
I
from
love
me.
that.
So that alone gave me the vibe of not wanting to do things that are regular. And I've always prided myself by grace that I wanted to be premium. So when I explained my aspect of premium back then, they always be like, who will buy? I said I do tell them then that there's every market for every job. There's every person for everything you create. The fact that I am growing up here doesn't mean that this thing I am creating doesn't have people that want them outside this community that I am. So started creating pieces that sometimes people feel like this thing are not real, they are not realistic, people will buy them. But at the beginning of every game of anything you want to start, they'll that will discourage you. It's just like someone that just woke up and be like, okay, all I want to be doing is selling granules. And be like, are you okay at all? Then you find out in the long run, The person started from the granite, started producing granite oil. From producing granite oil, he started making kuli kuli. From making kuli kuli, he started making other things extracted from the granules. You understand? Then he started shipping the granules. Started shipping the oil. There are northerners that want the granite oil. There are people of us like that want to send their granules when we eat from the oil. Please, they are selling premium. They have created their own
So
markets.
thanks to like envision it. So when you were young and when you started, people knew that okay, no regular person can wear this design. Or did you know that it was this design was meant for kings and queens? Like, did you know that my designs are meant for royalty?
So when I started my brand fully was when I left my mom's place. So I felt I was scared to what my mom was.
Okay. She wanted to design for the people.
I actually, by grace, will take care of designing for her, but you cannot go outside what she felt is normal.
Oh,
You understand? So me on the other hand, I always look up to higher people in the game that I don't even know. Mostly that are even not in the country. I be like, if they can,
who are your mentors?
I've got a lot of mentors. Mostly, there are lots of people in the game before me. We're talking of Deola Sabi. We're talking of Mai Atapo. We're talking of Frank Oshodi. We're talking of you got lots of them. We've got lots of them. So so I just wanted to do something that is out of the normal. Like wearable arts.
Yes, wearable
Royalty,
activities.
yeah,
That's how
actually,
your pieces
yeah,
are.
royalty are actually wearable art. So when you create art, I think can wear and appreciate and align it based on culture and where they are coming from with a touch of modernity. You will definitely wear that.
So now that you design for royalty, does it put a certain kind of pressure on you? Like, I'm literally standing before a king. I have to style, I have to design something for a king occasion. I have to like
Yeah,
doesn't it put
Well,
pressure?
we were not in Lagos as of yesterday. We had to consult for a king there. So most times we've prepared designs down. So when we are called, because most times their job comes big, we might not have time to really sit and create. So like when we went yesterday, we had to sell out some designs that we created for exhibition, not
Okay.
even for what is it called, the royal use. We just want to exhibit. You bid for those designs, you buy them, and we don't do them again. They are one of design. So immediately we were called to come for consultation. We just created the catalog based on the designs that are on ground, but we have not done for anybody. Then we sell out. So now that we've picked out those designs and they bought from those designs, then we start creating other designs so that when they come, we don't have pressure. Because sometimes as a
I feel like the pressure reduces because you're fed.
exactly. Because most time, if you wait for the clients to come before you have designs, you might go upward creatively. We are humans. Sometimes our creative energy goes down. Sometimes we pick it up. So now imagine someone call you and someone has vowed to you that this person's job is this, is that. Then on the long run, you are down creatively. You cannot come up with it.
Yeah, and creating all that pressure.
Doesn't sometimes it doesn't work. But most times you always have design. But one thing I'm grateful for is no matter the urgency of the work, we always talk.
Speaking on exhibition, I saw the Elder series. How was it like coming up with the series?
I always said I've always find everything I do interesting. It doesn't bother that this thing is killing this thing. No. For me it's always interesting. I just have fun. What comes with it comes with it. My own and for the group, my people that help in the studio is, did you understand these skills? We are trying to create this. We are trying to create this. Then we push out our pieces. So it's always been interesting and
It looks very impressive. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's the mission? Wow.
Like I've always said, we never started BLACKADUDU decades in just one room. So by the grace of God, we see us taking over the world and owning an empire. That's what BLACKADUDU. Imagine it comes to BLACKADUDU and you be like, okay, everything you want to buy as a pepper player thing. Come, you want a wedding dress. Just make getting ticket. The wedding dress section is down. You have to wait for a scooter.
I
That,
can envision it.
that's
It's
an
great.
empire. You want to buy perfume, they tell you to go to the perfume. You can only select the perfume that you want for yourself. You create your own signature, the Black Adudu signature, the royalty signature. You want to wear something African, you create your Africanism for only you. And you can be proud of it and be like, it's just for me.
African. How do you see it? How do you see yourself contributing to the African scene?
Right now, I say we are contributing to the African scene because when we did me, Mr. Mali, people of Snake City came together to have the Elder series. The last one we did recently actually put us and Africa on the whole scale that everyone appreciated the Africanism in the wrong way. So for us to do
Being
something,
elders on the wrong way.
so
Wearing African,
is
wearing an African brand, BLACKADUDU.
so like for me, I bring life back to African pieces that are have gone in extinct. The Ashoki that are not existing again, we bring them back. We collect them, make them into beautiful pieces. So people, the olders be like, there are some Ashoki Yorubas called Echi. Is this not Etsu? Is this not Sonya? Is this not- Where did you get them? So they feel like for themselves. It means that the history which they are being buried are being brought back. So it helps African for them to understand that this was once a fabric that was talk of the town, which has even been worn to clubs, to shows. Then they be like, okay, let us try getting them back, giving life to vintagery, our podio of those days, you bring them back. You can use them, give it African again. Podio started from Africa. We enjoyed our podio and so obviously.
Seeing the elders rock our African brand
Yeah.
in a contemporary way, how does it make them feel?
Okay, I can say since we had the elder series, because right now we are trying to have they are doing a world, should I call it world exhibition, or we are doing a call for models, like what do we serve a world call for models for old people. Ideas has been buzzing for
But
older
honestly,
people.
how do you
Because
find the old stylish models that can actually
everyone now
walk the wrong
because
way?
we got a message. So one woman said she's 70. She's been on the run for 25 years old, but now she's sad because she can't walk the wrong way anymore. Where you see younger people walking the wrong way. So imagine giving life to people like that. Even if they are meant to die by 80, they will make sure they die by 100 or 120. Because they know that every year I will be on this wrong way.
Yes.
So my health must not deteriorate. So you're giving them joy, you're giving them life for them to feel, okay, I was actually on this wrong way. What I've been doing before, I still
I can
can.
still do it because you know this feeling. I mean, I'm a model, but then you just know when you get to a certain age, you
Yeah,
have to like stop because your body looks different. 'Cause
exactly.
I see RMD on the wrong way. I saw one lady
Yeah.
with big body,
Because
like
that
rocking
should
it
be
like
Aduke
African,
Gomez. Yeah.
African model,
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
good. I really love that. I really, really
So
love
it
that. What
just
you're
gives them,
doing.
it gives them hope, it gives them life, and then make them believe that okay, we are still remember. We are not just kids who change the house and turn grandmas.
So, mean to ask, your brand name, BLACKADUDU. How did you come up with the name BLACKADUDU? I like to say BLACKADUDU.
So Yani, is it now I always have something in my head that whatever thing you want, God put resources into it. Probably you met someone 2 years ago, you don't know how you met the person or why you meet the person. The person has been put here for a purpose. Probably for what you intend doing. I got the name of my first day in school.
First day in school.
First day in school, I just didn't see that day. I didn't even know my class. So I just got in the class and someone yelled at the back of the class, "BLACKADUDU, you see God now." So I was going home, I was thinking about the name, and I was looking at my complexion, black and dudu. So I was like, I never knew maybe that was what he said. I never knew maybe that was what it meant. Then from there, I changed my what's it called? Because I've always wanted a business name that would speak Afrikaans,
Yeah.
that would, just like African is actually Afro-Akan. The real call is Afro-Akan. So imagine you are shutting black and dedicate black at it's giving Africa. Yeah. So a lot of people like how, but it's a very simple term. My skin tone black in English, Didi in Yoruba. So we did like to the things of the old, make them modern.
That is very
So black and
interesting
Didi. So
story.
my
I
skin
can
tone.
imagine you entering class and something like BLACKADUDU,
So-
come on board.
So I was just going to man there. Okay, this actually I don't know if that was what he meant because
Something that was intended to be a yam.
I've never seen him before in my life. That was the first time I met Jackson. The first time I met Jackson, and since
So you remember who said it?
I remember because we became friends. We all became kakos of friends. Then from there, after my NDs, he didn't come to Yaba Teddy. So, but that one person that gave me that name or that inspired me using that name was Jackson, definitely. It's not something I like. I was racking my head for that. Okay, what that was my brand? No. No, that's why I said it just came to me like. So that's why I said that everything you want to do, God has planned it. So you can just say that BLACKADUDU and I might not even see to it.
I like the fact that you transitioned something that was meant to be a yam to something great.
So it was actually a signatory name for me even in school. Getting in my school, and then you said you are looking for me. There was a time my mom wanted to come to my school. I said, if you tell them my name,
Like it.
Olubumi, no one will tell you I'm in that school. I told her, I said, but from the gates, don't say you are looking for BLACKADUDU. They'll bring it to my department.
So actually, so when did your designing for royalty start? When did you actually
It started in 2020.
2020? When in school? Yeah, you were done.
All through when I was in school, I was working for my mom and my mom only. I just created the page for my brand.
When you finally broke out.
That was an interesting story because I broke out from my mom during my NYSC. So I don't just do things. I do things based on discernment. So when there's no discernment, I don't do things that's me. But when the time is right, I feel it in me that okay, this is the right time. So I was in camp then, and NYSC camp, I camped in the then, and then I didn't know where it came from. I heard the need that okay, time has come. So most time people be like, when are you leaving your mom? Do you want to get married under your mom? Do you want to do this one under your mom? I always tell them one thing: when the time is right, it will happen. So when I was in camp, I just felt in me that okay, this is there. I was not even doing anything because in camp, you cannot call me to reach me. I just went to camp to have fun.
True. During my days in NYSC camp, I wanted to like leave the second day, so just do my registration and dip. But then I realized that camp is actually fun. That camp, you meet new people,
Exactly.
new experience.
I met the
new
most,
food.
I met the most amazing people in camp.
You don't meet a wife in camp. You don't marry in camp. Before meet the love of your life in camp.
We will see the women.
But I might meet him on this show. Well.
So after I left camp, I came back home. Then my PK was in Ansoyi, Lagos here. I also told my mom that okay, I can't be shuffling Akiki to Anthony every day. It's too pricey for me. So she said, okay, we get this PK that can pay the better that stay at the house. So the logic doesn't work for me. So sometimes you have to sacrifice some things. I was paid 10K in my PPA in Anthony. She got an offer for me as of 2020. My PPA was to pay me 100K. I said no, I don't want. Yeah, 10K plus my alawi, that's 43K every month. 43K every month. What sound? So I just told her that she don't worry. That is that Anthony, they are doing what I wanted to do. So I went to Anthony. Then COVID started.
So you were stuck in Anthony.
She said that I should come home. I told her that she shouldn't worry. They said no movements. So I stuck myself in Anthony myself. Because that was a perfect opportunity. Yeah. Everything happens for a reason.
I feel like, I don't know, it's too hard for parents to understand that their children at some point you need to break out. Because somehow, even though they are it's from like a good place in their heart.
Yes.
But they kind of like restrict.
You know that, like Yoruba said, Omo Okim Dagba Dagba Lowo Ya. It means that they know how you grow. You are still a baby in the hand of your parents. They will treat you as one. Even if you are 24, if you are traveling, they'll tell you, be careful. Look at the road before you cross. So those things are still there. So within that phase of 2020 to 2021, there was no communication between me and my mom because she was angry. The only one time my mom called me was during NSAS. See, parents they are good. So that day of the massacre, I and few of my friends have planned that we are going to what's it called? Where the massacre happened? The toll gates. I wore my kicks, wore my shorts, wore my running, make it me and my jacket, see 5 years pay. That's how my mom called her. I beg you. She did not even greet, not do anything. I beg in the name of God. Don't go to it. I heard your brother is in Lagos. Call him not to go to today because I cannot. I got cold in my spirit.
Oh, like I feel cold.
I grew like I was in Bagada. Where is closer to?
Yeah,
I was just straight. I'm gone. I just dropped everything. Just got to 1 year and I had methods happening. Wow. Woo.
Like, thank God I'm
Thank God.
Because like at that time I was in Okada, but I was still scared. I was still looking at my window. I was still scared. So like imagine how to be being outside.
And the funniest thing was I couldn't even call her to say thank you because I knew she would not pick my call.
Because of the anger.
She would not pick my call. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So the only time that the whole thing got down was when I had my first exhibition because I run 2 brands. I have BLACKADUDU and I have the Done by Black. The Done by Black is like magic by Black. You don't miss magic. Yeah. So for that other brand, we do sustainability and full Africanism, leather work and linen and all those kinds. So I had my first exhibition under Idon by Black, just to put Idon by Black out. So we had it in Calcutta, the Fela Museum, the rooftop. So I had to go through some people to call her to come to the exhibition. So when she came for the exhibition, she was happy with what she saw. So the big guy and I was like, okay, you're actually doing something good with your life.
Proud moment.
Yeah. So that was where the beef and the fight and everything died down. So now we will now work as partners to get some jobs that she can't handle. To send them down to my place. Like, you do your job for a very packet, but they already keep paying. Because they expect what I'll charge you for what you charge me. By finishing and doing things are different. So I've explained to them before they come. So that's so now we work as partners.
I love it. Now you collaborate with your mom.
Exactly. So there are sometimes she sells ashiki as she has a big store that sells ashiki. Me, I only use my own ashiki or other. So there are times I need to pick ashiki that are very urgent. I just you have this product, send it. I just pick right from her. So she still has one of the biggest ashiki store in Agigi. In and that.
So speaking of your finishing, so you left from her.
Yeah,
Did you have to like further your skills, learn from anyone else?
No, even when I was learning under my mom, I have this thing of self-taught. Like there are some designs I see now that I've done it for my mom back then, years back. All these paintings they are doing on clothes now, I've done paintings like 7 years ago, so they are not new to me. All the assembling and embellishments I've been building way back 7 years ago, they are not new to me. So I'll just like, okay, this is how I want my cooking. So that's why sometimes my bidding can be somehow tricky because of the way I've seen them before and how I have envisioned them in my head.
You know when you bring the old school way and magic it the new
Exactly.
school way, so
So
it's very
I've always known about those things, not knowing about them now. So when I see them as that, don't this thing.
because like this fashion of today, they've really done them back then.
Exactly.
But we just bring back what we've done before and just like add it
Because when my mom was bidding clothes, they used to they bead using beads and sequin or satin, plain satin. They make them into Iwamuba.
okay.
This one that they are doing actually, okay, this one is satin. So the states have to get any mistake, you are flawed.
Yeah,
If you because if Ashoke stick, you can overhold your thread. But satin, once you overhold your thread, you squeeze. So they pay my so I don't say I've done this thing before.
So
and,
they've been
so
there, done that.
it's always for me like I just have to do more research,
Yeah.
self to myself on some things, then we push to the market.
So do you teach how or like I mean all this your knowledge, how do you intend to passing it to the next generation?
So for now we only take intern.
Intern.
Yes, for now.
So how do we apply? How to apply? Yeah, I told you before now how to apply.
No, you'll be beating Oga.
What?
You'll be beating Oga.
I'll be beating on I I'll not be talking. I'm actually a very humble intern. I will learn.
No, don't worry. When the time comes, you talk about your. We'll talk
Because
about
so
it.
busy guys will take you.
When time comes, we talk about it. But actually,
So how
very
can
soon.
they? Did you and
Yeah, very soon, very soon. When the time is right, because Yoruba will say, "Ah, kì í ṣíwájú ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ẹ́ pẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́," means you don't what you are meant to do later, you don't start it now, so that you don't floor yourself.
I like how you do Yoruba quotation.
Ah, kì í ṣíwájú ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ẹ́ pẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́. You don't run, you don't go.
It's so sweet.
So like we don't have to go ahead of ourselves. The facility you have now cannot take much more. You understand? So very soon we look like at having a foundation that will cater for people that want to learn to get or when that time comes, we'll put it out there. But for now, we only take interns and we can only people one in a year. One in a year.
Oh, wait for 2025.
The person has already started.
So we have to see you and I. We have to struggle for 2026.
So the person has already started.
Now we start applying now. How do we apply?
Something we just have to drop your application.
So yeah, you should just send it to him on
We like to know what you have known, how you did you have with stuff.
What if I don't have any basic knowledge?
That would be hard because you are coming in as that means you are coming in as an apprentice, and we don't have that space to train.
Okay, that takes me to the next question. So what are some challenges you face in your career?
There's nothing that doesn't have here.
Not the biggest.
Hmm. Can career challenge.
Funding. Right? Like
Because right now, sitting here, I have two exhibitions that I want to do that have not existed in Africa. So I've tried getting investors to come in. Some will say the ROI is small. Some will say this thing is too small for them. We'll try getting sponsors. Some will say this one, some will say that one. And some can so funding. Yoruba will say olówó ṣohun gbogbo tán. That once you are rich, once you have fun, you can do everything.
I mean,
You can do.
money really solves a lot of problems.
Exactly. So imagine for now we are supposed to start some of our projects. But funding, we have 8 projects lying down for this year. So funding is one key. Funding.
I wish I can fund.
Yeah, just with 100 million. Yes.
I'll work on it. Send me your account number.
Don't worry. I'll do the. Let's do it right now.
Call it.
Is there-
Don't worry. That's already started.
I know it now. Why would you
Please,
be joking
just
with
because
me?
we have funders.
So funding.
Please
Actually.
fund an
So,
African creative.
so that's just it. It's no, we are trying to work the artist. We begin as artistic part of fashion, basically. So once you dive more into it, where you will appreciate your art, you wear your art, you still appreciate your art. So it takes someone that maybe amazing that start. You hear your art, you still appreciate your art.
You get
You hear it, you still see and appreciate your art. So that's it. And for every piece you get from that, it's a loan
what?
and piece and not something you get to see by every time. And if anyone is being short, it's me who got it ahead.
What advice would you give to an emerging, or the said fashion designer, but an emerging slash fashion right?
That artist. So one thing I always tell people is number one thing you have to keep God ahead of it because there's nothing you want to do without God. Your capability, your knowledge, I have money, I have this thing, God nah. Okay. Okay. It actually works. So you put God first and then don't give up. You'll be discouraged. A lot of no's will come. People will tell you don't know what you are doing.
And it doesn't get less painful.
Yeah.
The nose don't get less. If you
No.
had like 10 nose, then 20 yeses, you got no comp again.
Yeah,
You will still pick it.
yes now. So do you plenty know me come? Yeah, just back some boys and do things you believe me.
Things that you
Genuinely
don't work for other people.
Yeah.
Although other people
All of us cannot um run the business. There are some people that they do well working under people.
yeah.
I'm a restless person. I find it hard working on that because I want to do things, I want to create. I am an abnormal person. Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, I am. I'm an abnormal person. So even when I was serving, they called me Ibuka because I'm the only person that doesn't, as an engineer, I don't follow dress code to office.
Creatives are usually like they're very stubborn.
I don't follow dress code to the office. They'll tell me that won't you wear safety boot to client? I'll tell them that I designed the boot, I know what you can carry. I swear.
So they were fed up.
Very, very,
So
very, very.
what fear is
So, but we are sweet people now.
but they are street people. And like what they free.
We are sweet people. Having to sell your soul out for people to have a good view of what the story is. You pour your soul into an act, then people see what the soul is saying, the storytelling, and that's it.
That's an amazing. Anyway, it's really amazing what you do, and think we've gotten to the end of our show. So thank you very much for sharing beautiful insights with us, sharing your abundant knowledge with us. I feel like I've learned a lot from you, and I'm quite inspired. Although you don't teach me, but I'm really, really inspired by it. That's all for today. Today, let's move on Apple for next time. Tune in next time for more type conversations. Happy that be like BLACKADUDU. Follow us on social media at Buzkast. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.